What a beautiful day in Raptoria. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Anno 11.7. I keep wanting to say 1800 every time I start this, man. Well, anyway, welcome back. Good to see you all here. Look at the Amphitheater. We just started construction in our last episode, so thanks for joining me again. And thank you very much for subbing to the channel and just being awesome. You guys are great. We have ourselves a task for the Emperor, which is due in about 55 minutes, so hopefully we can finish that up before the end of today's episode. And, of course, decorate and make our amphitheater look even more beautiful than before. But anyway, thanks everybody for being here for the whole series. If you have through that huge live stream too, I feel like if this was not live stream, this would be episode like 516. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm happy to be here, and thanks again to Ubisoft for giving all these creators early access and whatnot. I hope everybody's been enjoying the game and has been feeling welcome to share their thoughts on it. I think this is some people have been asking, is this better than 1800? And I certainly enjoy the subject matter of Anno 1800 a little bit more, of the Industrial Revolution, just based on history. That's not a slight to this game in the slightest, because of course this has to be based on ancient Rome, quote unquote. Of course they always stretch history a little bit and bend the rules because it's a game, but honestly I'm really happy to have at least built this so far. And now we're heading on to tier 4 next. So 17 minutes left on the amphitheater construction, the outer walls as it says. So we're seeing this be built now, I guess quote unquote real time. I don't know, but it looks really good. They've done a good job of making this like the main thing that you can build, and I can't wait to see what else we build in the future, DLCs and maybe updates and other things like that. Anno 1800 got a lot of great updates for free too over time, so it was really nice to see that game develop into something really good. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump back to Albion and see what we can do here. Okay, so we've got ourselves the Trireme here that I had to make a purchase on, and we're going to load this up with some stuff that we need for the Emperor just so he doesn't get mad. Keeping him happy is good. We get discounts on a lot of prices, so we're basically trying to keep our coupon. Anyway, we got 175 torques here. He wanted, what, 137? So that's going to be 137 here. And then we'll also grab the torques, which, no, the drinking horn, so that's 50 there. So that's good. And so we'll grab another 100. So the drinking horns there equals 100 and then plus 42. Got to make sure we have the 42. So that's going to be 40. I could just take the 50, but I don't think anybody in Latium cares. One thing I really like about what this game has done too is there's a few things you can research to add them to your your want trees. So like in Latium, you can make it so that way people will require beer from Albion. Like you can research that and they'll be like, what is this beer you speak of? And then it'll add a new thing to the tech tree, which is great for those of you who want more international shipping lines and things to defend. Uh-oh. Construction has stopped. I didn't authorize that. Who the hell? All right, let's go back to Latium and our main island of Raptoria Prime. Those two will be on their way. Now, that's not a big deal. I think the construction stopping is usually sometimes a not a big deal. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, if the timer stops for 1 second, that happens. All right, we got to think about great ways to modify and build this. I love how we have our theater next to our amphitheater. Honestly, I think this was also the best map ever, like the best island ever. It seriously was. This was like a first-time roll, and I don't want to build on any other island in Anno ever again. I probably should, but yeah, eventually we're supposed to get Egypt, right? And we're supposed to get something that's like Cape Taurani from the previous game, where it's like half the map is like a coastline and not an island. So that'll be really cool for building, I don't know, pyramids, or I don't know what we're going to build, but I hope we get to build pyramids. I mean, I don't care if it's not historically accurate. If we get a Rome and an Egypt game kind of all in one, that's actually pretty sweet. A lot of people sometimes when a sequel comes out, they'll say like, well, this could have been a DLC. And honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to an Egypt-focused Anno, but if they can lump a couple of different games together, I'm all for it. Although I will say I'm happy that Anno kind of went into the past. Earliest, I think, that we've ever seen for an Anno game. But I would like to see the, 15, 16, and 1700s come on back or be done, either as a remake or remaster, but more importantly, maybe just like a whole new game. That would be amazing. All right, we do have an aqueduct here that we're going to also supply to the town. So I guess while we're waiting, I do want to build that, but I also don't want to pull concrete away from the city as they're working on that big construction project. But let's kind of maybe blueprint this out. We can absolutely do that if we click on planning mode. I guess I call it blueprinting mode, but yeah, I guess technically it's a planning mode. So let's go ahead and maybe build out that way. No. I want to make this, it's got to look good. Oh, actually, we could get rid of this sidewalk here that I built. And delete that out like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this. Okay, I think we can make this work if we just get rid of that sidewalk, right? I got to come up with all these little construction projects in the meantime while our main project is going on. Such a shame so many things get destroyed by natural disasters and war in real life, you know? We built so many wonderful things as humans. So many amazing things, like just literally systems that deliver water. I mean, it's still like a modern... We don't really think of it as a modern wonder or marvel, but it really is a marvelous wonder, isn't it? The whole construction of these things. It was always my favorite thing to watch on my old, like, black GE TV growing up, was everything related to modern marvels in the History Channel. I mean, you guys remember when the History Channel actually would show history? You remember that? Now everything's like, you know, Pawn Stars and Truckin' This and... you know, it's not bad to look into other careers and industries, but I do miss when it was just like probably one of the best shows ever. Not just, you know, like, well, Mythbusters was probably one of the greatest shows of all time, at least in terms of education, but also, I think, let me go ahead and connect this here. Modern Marvels was probably #1. How it's made. Oh boy, we're gonna have to figure this out. Dirty Jobs, all those things, all great stuff. But yeah, Modern Marvels was outstanding. All right, we're gonna have to delete this road here, unfortunately. I gotta figure out how this is gonna work. I feel like this should be like more than possible just to make like an easy connection here. Let me go ahead and try to. All right, my mind's being pulled all these different ways as I try to babysit this system. All right, there should be a way to get the aqueduct over the... You know, actually, I'm wondering if I fortify a wall... Hold on, I need to test a concept here. Let's test something out real quick, everybody. If a player wants to fortify a town and then they have an aqueduct coming into the town, can they build over these walls? Okay. So you can easily build over the, like, the military walls. In fact, it could be like, it could be fortified inside that wall too. Like it can build onto it. All right, so that's good. I had to test that out to see, like, if you walled off a city, did you have to leave like a gap in the wall for the aqueduct? And thankfully, no. But all right, I'd be okay with deleting one wall section here for this. My mind is going so many different places today. It's crazy. I'm like so excited to finish this off and like for this game to come out and to play competitively, like with and against people, and for everyone to learn and build beautiful things. I really feel like we should be able to go across these roads at an angle. It's only a 90-degree. This is like dealing with the train in 1800, where it's like roads couldn't go 45 degrees. I mean, railroads couldn't go 45 degrees in Anno 1800. I can't believe that still. It's such a weird thing to see a train take a 90-degree turn. Like, what the hell? All right, so it looks like they're going to want us to do another... Okay, so it's got to be like a 90-degree across a river and a 90-degree across a road. So we can't do 45-degree angles across roads and rivers. That is sad. I am sad. So does that mean we could build this way? Okay. So again, remember, this is just a blueprint. So let's go ahead and plug that in as a blueprint too. But this is one of the greatest features of this game too, is to be able to early plan things out. And it's also a really good feature if you're playing co-op, because then you could be like, hey man, I'm going to build this like giant aqueduct here. Like, do you think we have enough material? And it's like, oh dude, hey, if you, you know, tweak this section here, you can make the aqueduct half as long or something. Like, it's good for everybody to, I don't know, audit what's going on and make sure that all your resources are being spent appropriately. Everyone can like nod on the idea. I don't know, just it brings in everybody on the team to look at something before it's done. It's kind of nice. All right, let's go ahead and build that there. Okay, so not too bad. I was hoping that we could make a 45-degree angle there, but that's really my only gripe about that. Not too bad. All right, so that'll be another thing to build later. Let's finish up our wall then. And I want more decorative options. This game has a lot of stuff, but I honestly, you know that they're going to bring in way more stuff. I've been able to build some pretty good you know, cities with these walls and things like that. But I really want to see what they do next. And I can't build a wall there, darn.
A building's construction has stopped.
Amphitheater's a little short on supply again. That's okay. Do we see more supplies being delivered there? Oh yeah, this is great. The next phase shows more marble blocks and bricks and clay things. And you can also see them working on like the underground sections of the Colosseum too. Maybe we should call it the Thunderdome. I don't know. We got to come up with a good name, like a Bank of America presents the Thunderdome, powered by T-Mobile. Gross. I hate how we have all that corporate branding now. We can't call something like, you know, the Cincinnati Dome or something now. It's got to be 14 brand names attached to it. Gross. Oh, that'll actually work. Now, wait a minute. That's interesting. I couldn't build across that road before, but if we build a road under it after it, okay. Interesting concept, actually. Now, hold on. That was a big thing to learn. If we build an aqueduct over a road, sometimes it won't work, but if we build a road... Oh, maybe it's because I connected differently. Oh, yeah, okay, because we connected at like a 45 degree. All right. Well, whatever. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's put down some more stuff here and there. Now, our ships should be on the way shortly. Shortly, our ship should be on the way in ship shape towards the island of Raptoria for the Emperor. So I've been playing the campaign a little bit more of this game too, and I just want to make mention that I really hope that... remember in Anno 1800, we had to build a courthouse for somebody's crimes or something like that? And I don't remember if that was something you could build outside the... I don't remember if you could build that outside the campaign. But I really hope that there's more big buildings in the campaign to build that are not just the amphitheater. I think at the end of Anno 1404, you built like a cathedral. And I'd like to play that game again. That was my first major Anno game, was 1404. And now I have, and I tell this story often, when 1800 was about to come out, and there was like the little period where we all got to play the beta, and then 1800 was like months away. I bought on a Steam sale like 2207, or sorry, 2205, and then also 2070. And like I own those games and have never played them. But again, I think I'm more interested in playing... you know, history, not the future of a you know, perceptual concept or something like that, but like things that actually happened. And then, you know, I'm also totally fine with sitting back and not really worrying too much about some of the things being inaccurate and just being like, yeah, okay, these things are meant this way for the fun of a game. I got it. You know, I'm okay with that. All right, now that I think of it, I want to make a pathway here. But yeah, every time a new Anno game comes out, I always want to go back and like play the ones that I missed or haven't yet played. And then it always leads me to the question, like, what was your first Anno game? And everybody, it's crazy. Some people like were there from day one. And I was like, yep, I used to play Anno, you know, like day one, and all the Civ games. That's the only games I play. And it's like, damn, that is cool. I love people who are just like, yep, this is a genre that I love, and I've got 100,000 hours in like Civ 5 or something like that. Was just playing it last night or something like that. I was like, wow, that is cool. What a champion that right there.
That's another stick in the brazier, huh? Freezing.
Okay, so that's fine there. All right, that looks good. And so we got 11 minutes on that phase. I think we want to keep working on beautification then, because this thing is getting done quick. We got to figure out where we want to put like an Arby's and a McDonald's and a Starbucks. You know, we got to get this place. We got to make a modern city. We got to get ready for the cities of the future, which means we got to bulldoze all of our libraries, amphitheaters, and gorgeous buildings. And we can only make you know, room for parking lots. Ugh. Anyway, let's build a. I don't like how these two buildings are round next to each other like that. Maybe we'll build a park over here. And I also had an idea to build more of an area here for city services right there. And I think we need to fill in a majority of these spaces before we call it like good, right? Like we want to make sure everything's filled in and nice and like good to go. So what do we have here? All right, a tavern. And I think I'm going to put more plaza down. You know, you could really see this as like waste. It absolutely is space that is not providing like any sort of, you know, like in-game mechanic. Like we're not receiving blessing. We're not getting knowledge. You know, like you could definitely say, hey, we should, you know, change a lot of stuff. But this is like the first Anno game where I haven't really cared too much about function. I think the form and how things look is equally important. And the only game that has done that for me before this was probably Town to City. And in that game, of course, it's all about, you know, appeasing everybody's needs to the individual person of wanting like, oh, I want a house that's made out of, or that's like next to a mountain, or I want a house that's near a food source or something. Now we can build that in like this.
Accept my sacrifice. An ox of clay. An ox is...
There we go. Okay, so maybe I can put some buildings here and maybe a road. Actually, a road here would be quite nice. My mind is all over, everybody. I gotta be honest with you. Like the amount of things that we can do in this game with, like, I just want this game to be out, and I just want to be able to play with friends. And I want my friends who may have not played this game before or love these games to, like, I want to see what they can do and just be like, you know, helpful and answer their questions if they have anything I may know, and then just like sit back and watch magic happen. Like I hope everybody just builds some cool stuff. Who doesn't love cool stuff, you know? So looking forward to all the shenanigans that may be. We want to build up like that, I think. All right, so we'll build a wall here. I think that'll end that wall there. So let's wrap this around then. Now that's a little weird. Well, maybe we'll tile that whole thing off and put another fountain there. You know, actually, wait a minute. We need a spot for our triumphal arch too, and I hope when the amphitheater's done, maybe I can move it back a little bit, and maybe we could put it here. But we need an area for our triumph. Now, again, we could build more tier 3 and 2 here, and 4, but maybe we'll put it over here next to that fountain area. Actually, okay, let's do this. And this is very much how I like to play in the live streams too, where it's just like, guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. Everybody sit back and don't ask me don't ask me where we're going. It's weird. It's like getting into a car with somebody and be like, there's no time to explain. It's like, what are you talking about? That makes me very concerned. Don't ask questions. We gotta go. It's like when Doc Brown pulls up to the house in the end of Back to the Future 1. He's just like, Marty, get in. No time to explain. It's like, what? What are you talking about, Doc? We've saved the world. All right. So, yeah, we need to have a big plaza area for our statues. And I think that's also a lot of the things that I have remaining to unlock in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, that's going to be perfect. Yeah, so I think we have just a lot of maybe statues and stuff to unlock, and that's about it. We're gonna squeeze this in a little bit more here. And how are we doing? Are we good? 11 minutes. We're missing something. What are we missing? 300 marble. We need modern marbles. All right, where are we at? Marble we're purchasing 177. All right, we're gonna purchase 300 of that. That's a problem there. And did our ships arrive from Albion? Let's check the world map and find out where they're at. This game is so much about spinning plates. It's kind of awesome. All right, those two are almost here. They're just on their way to Latium, and then when they arrive, they also need to work their way here, and then we can send them to like Diana's Island. Okay, so our triumphal arch can go there. Triumphant arch? Arch de Triomphe? France doesn't exist yet. We call it whatever we want. Arch Deluxe. Okay, there, and then there. All right, so we'll put something there maybe. And you know, honestly, this is the amphitheater, right? There should be a lot of open space that we will... I'm going to fill all this in, but it also should be open squares and things like that. It would kind of be weird to like have a house like right next to the place. Although I wonder how the Romans actually had the Colosseum set up around it. It could have been just all residential homes. I don't know. But this does allow us to build more homes here. Oh, and we also have a specialist to turn in, don't we? This island should have, unless I didn't deliver them yet. Oh yeah, okay, good. So in our previous episode, we did get somebody here that I wanted to plug in to get some more cash, and that'll help for some of our imports. What's great is that I've been importing more and more stuff, and our money has been sitting at around 6,000. Like, I'm building an amphitheater, I'm importing a ton of stuff, and it's just kind of paying for itself. So, like, I could be making more money, but the fact that we're kind of just breaking even, despite all these lavish construction projects, is pretty outstanding, really. I'm also thinking, like, I want to move the forum, too. Like, what if I move... What would be great is having all this space filled in and then just kind of move things around. I think there is a way to kind of Tetris things around to be able to remove a couple buildings here, and then you think to yourself, I'm removing like 8 homes, but then you realize, I'll get like, 700 new people in the town, and I'll make 1,400 more gold or something from that. It's pretty crazy. All right, if this thing is done with concrete, I'm going to go ahead and, we're delivering more marble. Let me just check and see what we have in supply. Armor there. Wait, these are construction materials. Armor's like, oh yeah, I guess that is used for ships, so that checks out. Marble's still down, though. I believe we are mining marble from another city, too. And, yeah, we're mining marble from here, but are we turning it into actual marble? Usable marble. 256. Woo boy. All right, we're coming over there to pick that up. Let's drop this off with our flagship. Oh, we're coming over to pick up that marble for sure. Nice. Okay, so we were mining that and like chipping it into good stone. All right. Now, I don't think we can build an amphitheater in Latium, but, in Albion, but Latium, that being the biggest thing we can build, is pretty cool. All right, I think these guys are here now. Our other ships. Health area of effect. Horse breeder in range, okay. Don't need that, though.
Waiting for your decree.
Where's our other ship? Oh, I dropped him off. Okay, so we're going to plug the specialist into this building. So that's if residences are in range. So that's perfect. So now that helped with our money a bit. I could plug him in somewhere else, though. Let's see. If we want to go straight up cash. Ooh, population from bread if supplied +2. That's great. I think I got to keep that. And that guy's a 1.5 on money plus upkeep cost reduction of 75%. That's a keeper right there. Let's go ahead and audit here. Workforce and knowledge, which is great because we're up over 10K now. Good. And we're researching warehouses. I just finished some other project too. I forgot what it was. But we are unlocking some of these lower end tier stuff. We need more knowledge, man. I think tier 4 next to the library is really going to pop that off. So really, like these areas around the library, we could stuff more homes, but I can't bring myself to just litter everything with homes and or just plazas, Better homes and plazas. I'd love to build a road there too, but I can only put one line of houses here. So maybe we'll build some more tier 4s here. And we'll tuck in some more civic services there. That does help that whole district. And then Triumphal Arch there. Triumphant Arch? I don't know. Victory. We'll just call it Victory. Put a couple houses here. Couple 2, 3 here. Couple 2, 3 here. I don't know if I can put a road up there, though. That's not going to fit a road. But I'm going to have to move the wall again, aren't we? I will put that wall there later. I do want to have a wall to kind of just box the city in, since it goes mostly around the whole city. And then I think we'll put some more houses here. Oh, the plow is unlocked. Oh, that must be from religion. Okay, so we've unlocked some sort of a bonus to harvesting, I believe. Oh, sometimes building these roads is a pain. Oh, I've also unlocked marble roads too. So we'll need more blocks in position for that. Okay, that should work, I guess. And then everything else can be filled in with trees, and, you know, it's kind of how it looks when you're up against the corner sometimes. But I think the wall at least adds a little bit of a... I don't want it to be an afterthought, that kind of thing. All right, we're still stuck at 11 minutes there. We got to get that other thing going. So let's pick up the blocks. I also have 28 minutes for the Emperor. Let's grab our construction materials. Alright, good. Flagship can come on back, and then... I need to find out where those other ships are. Okay. Oh, there they are. They're just pulling in. Perfect. Let's get you guys to go to Diana's Island. Where's the other ship? I want you to go to Diana's Island. I want you to come back here. Ah, there it is. The other one's there. Alright, hopefully that takes care of that. Now, I'm a little nervous. I want to make sure that we unlock the Hall of Fame stuff then for the final end game. That really is our final goal right there. So in order to get there, I need to spend up to 540 points. And we have 216. So I got to think about like what we want to unlock earlier. We could unlock like shipboard scorpions or whatever. Tier 2. Some of these things are locked that we already purchased. Maybe they should put a check instead of a padlock. Maybe put a check mark there to show that you've already bought it. Oh wait, that's weird. Wait a minute. I own this, but I can't get this? That's like we already own the Eternal Fountain, which is padlocked, but then we own this, which is checkmarked. That is strange. There's like symbols that are different here. That's so weird. Anyway, we can get different houses too, but is that just oh man, that'd be great to get new concept for the house. Let's try to buy that. There we go. All right, I couldn't buy that before, but now we got it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Triumphal Arch is ours. Let's buy it. Beautiful. Okay, we have everything we want for this area. Gorgeous. Let's take a look at the cosmetic homes then. Let's change some of these appearances.
There's an odd number of steps up to the temple.
Oh, how weird.
Lucky.
Oh, that look at how good those look. Massive windows here, or at least like Oh, wow. Those are so nice. Those are legit. Wow. Look at that. Now, this is also the same theme as our villa, which we've changed. I always feel like this, to me, looks like, you know, of all the games that you play where you're in, you know, feudal Japan and you're an assassin or a ninja or a samurai, this reminds me of all the dark tile buildings in some of those games, and that definitely reminds me of the same too. What do you like more? Do you like the red or the black? Maybe a mix of both, you know? But that's just the tier 4 home. We can also make the tier 3 homes look a little different. Wow. So they are mostly a paint job, but there are some differences. Like here, there's a banner on the side of the house instead of a window. So there are some minor differences. Huh. That makes it so we could do a heck of a lot of concepts here. Although I will say that the tier 3 and tier 4 buildings, to me, look the same with this paint job. They look very similar in a way. Can we do a mass change? Oh my god, we can. Wow.
Such a barbaric idea.
That looks great.
A building's construction has stopped.
Oh, don't you worry, sir. I'm going to fix that. Okay, maybe we'll make these buildings a dark color. I hope they add more of these. Great. Okay, so now we've mixed that up a little bit. Speaking of construction stopping, let's go ahead and make sure our marble's delivered. Go back to our other island.
Through the waves.
And the thing for Diana's almost ready. They just need to circle the island.
Time flies, as do we.
One there, and where's the other one? I'm gonna check all the ships. I don't trust it. That one there.
Through the waves.
Okay. What else are we missing? Well, it looks like we have everything we need for the marble. That's another 200, well, 100 needed there, and we have that, right? Okay, 190. All right, so it just needs to get distributed. So we'll just keep going to the other island and importing marble from there too. Sometimes I set up trade routes for those things, but if it's a one-time construction project, I like to do it manually because sometimes I feel like things don't get done unless you're babysitting it. You know how they say, what is it, a watched pot never boils? But, oh wait, we don't want to trade that. Diana, I am ready to turn that in. There you go.
Neptune's finest.
Go close to that lighthouse. All right, that'll keep the Emperor happy. And while we're here, let's check for specialists. Population for bread if supplied +2 is always good. Love that. That might actually be good for our main villa. Yeah, we want to do it that way.
Imperium's in good hands, I see.
Neptune's finest.
So the main villa that we have eventually will have homes around it, or at least that's the idea. And you know, so right now, in my mind for this series, we're trying to finish the amphitheater, make the city look as beautiful as possible, and that'll be the end goal complete. But I still want to keep building the city bigger because there's all this space to build, and you know, on an island that we have that's so lovely, really, like a just gorgeous island, I don't want to lose it. Like I don't want to start over and not be able to build on that island again. Population from bread if supplied is so good. Health from sandals if supplied. Let's just go ahead and trade there. Let's try a niche reroll. What can we do there? Can I set it up? Let's do, give me an epic rarity. Give me an epic rarity. Nice. What do we got here? Fire safety. That was a big costly reroll, I think. Not interested in anything else though, ma'am. Thank you.
Waiting for your decree.
And I think we'll check for more specialists later too. Let's go pick up more marble. Also, I want to check and see what's on the other island. Oh. Workforce needed, artisanal studio minus 40%. This is what's available at our other island here. And some of these we may need to plug in too. Ooh, aqueduct basins in range. Water supply plus 50. That's nice. Oh, all out of marble now. That's alright, let's head back. It's going to be more marble we're going to need for sure. 113 there. And down to 7 minutes. Good. Now, when we're all done here, we're going to put this down. The biggest monument ever. Our triumphant arch. There it is. That only takes 5 coin to put down. Oh, this is going to be nice. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. It's actually really nice that it's so, oh, it would perfectly fit there too. Oh, man. I think I'm going to put it here and then decorate it even more. Commemorating our war against both the pirates in Albion and also in Latium too. You know what's great is that we defeated the Skaha leader. I forget her name, Voda or whatever. But what I really like is that here we defeated her to get her off our back in shipping. But in the campaign, I'm trying to be friends with her. I'm trying to be nice. And I think that's a much more interesting way to play. Is there's a little more backstory to her, and that they, I think, wrote these characters a little more interesting. You know, she's the leader of kind of a tribe. As we're in the New World and whatnot, in 1800, they were just kind of free. The freedom fighter thing just made sense and didn't need to be explained. But I mean, I guess they could have, but it's all good. All right, do we want more grass? Maybe I'll just put some trees up there. Yeah, I think we'll blend that into nature up there. Yeah, perfect. Nature's blend. Oh.
Waiting for your decree.
Boy, imagine what the last tier is going to need. This is going to be crazy. Okay, 5 minutes left on that. Stage 4 is approaching. I feel like this is easier to build than the World Fair from 1800, is it? The World's Fair required wires and glass and bulbs. Tons of stuff. All right. Another thing I think we should do is I want to upgrade all the roads outside. Okay. So right now, like, I want to upgrade all these things, but that might be needed for the actual Colosseum, right? So I want to upgrade these to stone and then more of the roads inside to marble, but we should finish the Amphitheater first. And can I put this down in planning mode? Oh, this is great. I'm going to put this down in planning mode because we ain't done yet. Let's plan all this out. Man, the Eternal Fountain's really nice. Albionic Oak. Oh, yes, we have this. Oh, I hadn't had a chance to put this tree down yet either. This is also from Albion, which would be a perfect fit here. Somewhere in this area. Maybe over here. Yes. All right, so these will be our post-amphitheater constructions, right? I don't know how we're going to do this. What I also like about this monument is that it's not the only one. Oh, should we build it like that? Or actually, wait, what if we build it like this? Because, you know, just because. I could also build it there too. I don't know what we should do. I think you guys would probably want me to build it here where that pillar is, but that pillar looks so good too. Damn, it's a difficult decision. Let's concept this a little bit, right? Oh, and look at that. Oh, nice. That's the entryway to the Colosseum right there too. There's like some stairs there. Man, I hope I didn't build this thing backwards. It was really hard to tell with a hole in the sand of what a pit would look like when it was fully built. Oh, that looks like that might be. Oh, that could be the entrance too. I don't know. I mean, you're going to want to enter this place from 360, right? There probably wouldn't be a main entrance. There's probably like many ways in there. I don't know if these guys are OSHA compliant or ADA compliant. We might get the site shut down, but we'll try our best, you know. Oh, I noticed there's not a road behind. All right, so I think this is like the best place for the arch in terms of it being like visible, but to build onto it, it's not like we can't decorate around it. But I think that's a good spot. I think you guys would opt for that. But the nice thing is, you know, we're on that free placement mode, so we just move stuff wherever for free till we get it right, till we like it. Statue there for the bonuses. All right, what else can we put down for trees? So I think the putting down trees of Albion over here by the library is cool. Like we're studying a strange new world. To boldly go where no Roman has gone before. New Jersey.
It's bad luck to stare at the senator's bald spot.
It's bad luck to stare at a senator's bald spot. Don't watch C-SPAN then. All right, there we go. Maybe some trees there. I don't know if we're going to love that, if we're going to hate that. Open area there. I also wish we could put down maybe little market stalls or something, right? Like just little things here and there. Okay, I'm going to put down a broad colonnade too. Just to break up the space. So this will all be post amphitheater construction. We're down to 1 minute. We got 1 minute to go, folks. All right. I'm feeling hype and excitement. Oh, look at that. An opulent arch. Oh. Put something like that there. I need some color here, though, to break things up. I'll put these down. That doesn't look too bad, right? Oh, maybe some fountains, too. Even just like the regular tier fountains would look good. Oh, we could put one right there. Now, again, we're putting these on purpose in planning mode. I want it to look nice, but I don't want it to be ready just yet. And this is just going to cost a little bit of money, that's all. Not even any materials for these. We need some fire by the Colosseum, don't we?
We have finished one phase of a construction project.
Oh, have we really? Now, the fact that he says a construction project leads me to believe, perhaps, that there'll be more quote-unquote construction projects in the future. Oh, boy. On to the final tier, ladies and gentlemen. Phase complete. Look at that. There's our next phase. Even better than before. Look at that.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
That is gorgeous. And now we're on to the next phase. And there's a shortage of workforce. Oh boy, I bet it's here. And it might be like the end tier workers. Look at how detailed that is. That is beautiful. And honestly, once we finish this, hold on a second. That can't be the end, right? Because we need to, like, building this thing is one thing, but knowing what it can do on the inside, like what our options are, is everything. Because if we're spending all these materials on it, I want to know what it can do. And now the final phase, 30 minutes on the final phase. Oh boy. Oh, we're going to need gold here too. Okay. And we need, oh yeah, we're going to need a full group of tier 4. So, let's start we're making gold here. Well, let's start importing more too. I'm just going to keep importing stuff because, you know, we're rich. Like, what are we going to do? We got over $1 million. It's $1 million. Okay, let's set up all the imports then. So we want gold. So we'll go ahead and keep those numbers up too. 300 gold. What else was on the list? We needed more of those tiles. We are making some ourselves too. What are they called? The terrace tiles? T-A-R? T-E? No? Construction material. Oh, they call it something else. Mosaics. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. I thought they called it some sort of tile. Okay, so that's good. So make sure we got everything. So I think we have plenty of tiles. Marble will continue to come in. More mosaic concrete. I think we're good on most of that stuff. Gold I'm importing way too much, but that's fine. We'll make plenty of necklaces out of that. So we can't start the next phase until we hit 1200. No, what was it? 2,000? Wow, 2,250 tier 4s. Wow. All right, well, time to upgrade a ton of the tier 2s to tier 3 to tier 4. Tier 1 to tier 2. We're going to need a lot of tier 1 to tiramisu. I think that's another tier. A very popular tier I think many people like. Okay, let's get more tier 2s. And then tier 2 to tier 3. Those are tier 2s, right?
It gives me peace of mind that my husband wears a warm hat.
Those are tier 2s, so that's going to be a tier 3. And then tier 3 to 4. Oh, wow. Look at that. Now, the more needs that we fulfill for these guys, remember, they go up in population. So when that amphitheater is done, too, that'll add even more population. So the only things we're not providing is the chariots, the lyras, amphitheater, and like some basic foods, I think. Well, at least we got the caviars done. All right, what are we up to now for population? 1,689 and climbing. So we're almost to 2,000.
We stand waiting.
It's going to put a great strain on the nation, on our supplies. I think we'll also build the aqueduct while we're at it. Oh, I just built that one section. Well, can I build the whole thing? Oh, I guess we'll just do this. And this is going to make people a lot happier, too. All right, so now watch these numbers for fire prevention at 118 and health at 532. Oh, I need more tiles. Okay, we're almost there. Let's go back to the other island. So I'm going to grab some supply here. Grab tile.
We advance.
Oh, and this lady too. So let's grab those. And what about marble? Well, we have some more concrete here too. Well, I'll need that after everything we built for the aqueduct. And then marble is at 9.
Time flies, as do we.
I thought we were making more or importing more there. Well, we'll keep an eye on that situation. All right, and our flagship here. Looks like we're gonna need more charcoal too. Wow, money's almost at 7K despite all of our expenses. Spare no expense. We gotta be close to 2,000 now. Yep, 1,700. Okay. Couple, 2-3 more to go. Also, when this gets ready, we need 150 tier 3s. So we need more tier 3s. So there's some houses to go to tier 4. Let's get those 2s to 3s. Oh yeah, we're gonna need way more supply to upgrade those houses too.
Stand waiting.
Oh good, we got high enough population to supply them with more stuff. Alright, so I want maximum population on this stuff, so I'm gonna buy what they need. So I I could do this. So without having to build more tier 4 homes, I'm just gonna buy whatever they need. We're just gonna go shop on Amazon. Oh, they don't know what that is. We're gonna go shop on the Nile. Okay, and what was the other thing? Some sort of a... There's like a... Oh yeah, the lounger, or what is this thing? Loungers, yeah. Then we need the bird tongues. Chariots as well. Of fire. That's gonna get their population way up. So was that everything for them? I like the differences in the homes. I think we can make this area all like darker color and then red up there. I don't know. Okay, so that should take care of these two items. The amphitheater's under construction. We have those two items, and then porridge seems a little low. Population's only going to go up. So I'm just going to go ahead and purchase more of that as well. And then I think later when the city's kind of done like we're growing turbocharged right now. Like we're really quickly growing. So it's putting a big strain on all of our supplies. So I think what we'll do is when the population growth levels off, and I'm not trying to beeline for a huge population for the amphitheater, that's when we can then take a little bit more of a focused approach on all the supplies. Oh, we can make the fields way bigger now too because of the blessing. Oh boy. But these are only fields I think that are arable. Nope, all the fields. So, oh, that's great. So all of our oat farms on this island, every farm probably can grow way bigger. Yep, 60 and 90. Okay. Well, I probably will grow the farms here in this area with all the open space. So that's good. That means we can continue to easily feed our people then without having to build more farms. We'll just build more fields instead of farms.
Neptune's finest.
That's good. Okay. Drop all these off. We're full on concrete. Okay, for now.
We stand waiting.
Grapes there, more concrete. Trades are coming in quick. All right, 30 minutes on the last phase. We're almost up to 2250. Population is increasing, 1781 now, so we're getting closer. And again, what was the population we needed? 300? 150 for tier 3 for the labor force. So we're getting all those tier 2s up to tier 3. There's some more tier 3s there. And we can get out of planning mode. I think I'll just move these here. Oh, sounds like we're at war right now with that music. Not quite. All right, that should be enough for the 150 population. And tier 1's up to tier 2.
You have been building for 2 hours. May I suggest some refreshments?
You know, it'd be refreshing, Ben, as if you were to get me a beer from Albion. We have those. Okay, so that looks good. So we've got everything we need for the tier 3 workforce. And the tier 4s are stuck at 1781. 29.7 in each of those homes. But I do believe the things we need will be arriving here shortly via trade.
Nigel.
So we just got to wait for somebody to trade with us. And I should have another... Yes, we have a trading pier here too to speed up trades. So that should be good. All right, everyone, that's going to be all for today's episode of Anno 11.7. Almost towards the end here, everybody. I think maybe one more episode, the Amphitheater will be ready. So next time, we'll finish up our aqueduct and supply water. That should boost population even more, and should be a good time. So don't forget to sub for the dramatic conclusion coming up soon. See you next time. Goodbye.